How's it going, everybody? I'm Lewis and we've got a new update from the Old School RuneScape team. This is the Slayer assignment rework. This week in Old School, they have, as always, got a number of quality of life changes, as well as a rework to the way Slayer tasks are assigned. So let's get into the details, starting off with the Slayer assignment rework. They've reworked the Slayer assignment tables to remove bad tasks, unnecessary requirements, and have altered the weighting of certain assignments. The rewrite of the assignment system allows them to add tasks in a way that doesn't have a large impact on the rate at which all other assignments are given. With the previous system, some tasks ended up being so rare that you would almost never see them. They've also removed the combat level checks on all tasks, although the combat level requirements on Slayer Masters remain. For example, players under 110 combat would previously not have been able to receive a Dark Beast task, despite being capable of killing Dark Beasts and meeting all other requirements. They've now removed all combat level limitations for assignments. They've also made some direct changes to assignment tables based on feedback from the community. Gargoyles, Necrals, Abyssal Demons, Spiritual Mages, Spiritual Rangers, and Spiritual Warriors can now be assigned by Vanica. Cheldar will now assign between 110 and 170 Spirit Creatures and Aviences. They've removed a number of terrible assignments from Duradel. Duradel will now assign between 130 and 200 Necrals, Spiritual Mages and Spiritual Rangers. Neve can now assign between 10 and 20 Black Dragons, and Neve can now assign Dark Beasts. If you've got any feedback following these changes to the Slayer assignment system, please let them know. They'll continue to tweak the Slayer assignment system to be appropriately balanced for Old School, and to the liking of the community. So your feedback is key into making this happen. Also this week, we've got increased NPC Spawns. They've increased the number of spawns for several popular monsters. The Blue Dragons and Black Demons found in Tavily Dungeon now have an extended area with some extra spawns. The Red Dragons and Baby Red Dragons found in Brimhaven Dungeon have also had their area expanded and a few new spawns added. In addition to adding new spawns for existing monsters, they've added a new type of monster in Brimhaven Dungeon, the Baby Green Dragon. They can be found east of the Fire Giants, and it's possible to quickly access the Baby Green Dragons by climbing up a vine found to the north of the cave right by the entrance. This vine requires 87 agility to climb. These baby dragons will allow slayers that receive a green dragon task to trade a bit of experience and profit for extra safety. Also, this week you can now sell 50 to shops. When selling items to a shop, you now have the option to sell 50 at a time. This should help make the process of selling items to stores a whole lot smoother if you're trying to sell a large quantity of items. It should be noted that a buy 50 option has not been added alongside this. Next, the Karate Jungle shortcut. A shortcut into the Karate Jungle, which requires 79 agility and access to the legend skill to use, has been added just east of the entrance to Sheila Village. Next, teleport outside of your player-owned house. It's now possible to toggle whether teleporting to your house will place you inside your house or by the house portal. This option can be found in your house options in the settings tab. And finally this week, we've got other news. The smithing experience granted when mining granite or sandstone with an infernal pickaxe has been tripled. Adding a spotted cape to your player-owned house cape rack will no longer cause issues with getting capes out of it again. A cutscene in the King's Ransom quest has been fixed. It was cutting off King Arthur's poor head. They fixed a render order issue on Darok's helm. They've resolved the clipping issue on the Kandaren headgear 2 and 3. All Treasure Trail combat NPCs now cannot prevent a player from being attacked by another player inside a single combat zone of the wilderness. And all Treasure Trail combat NPCs now also do not allow a player to be attacked by several players at once in a single combat zone. NPCs will no longer sometimes turn invisible on the southwest tile of a dwarf cannon. It's no longer possible to use the jutting wall entrance to the Wilderness God Wars dungeon to avoid damage. And they've resolved an engine issue causing players to turn invisible. So, a nice quality of life update this week. We've received some things from recent content polls, and I believe from that Slayer poll. I'm a little bit unsure about this Slayer assignment rework. Originally they sort of just said it will be Dark Beasts and a couple of other things, and they'll just be reviewing the entire table. And I suppose that's what they've done, and they're doing that. However, I'm a little bit worried about when I go and do Slayer, I'll probably end up getting Dark Beasts as tasks, and other tasks which I'm not that good with. Then again, on the other hand, I could be getting all the tasks that I really like. I'm a little disappointed that they've added a new shortcut in Brimhaven Dungeon to allow fast access to the Baby Green Dragons. I suppose if it makes sense then we would have eventually got that shortcut. It's just a little shocking to see them just add it without a poll or even talking about it before. I'm also a little unsure about them tripling the experience gained when using an infernal pickaxe when mining granite or sandstone. Now maybe it was just a really low amount of experience, but I really don't think that additional experience that the infernal pickaxe and infernal axe should provide should be that much. It should just be a small bonus when you're mining or woodcutting. It's interesting to see them fix the proposed bug when you activate a combat NPC in a treasure trail, but I suppose people were kind of using it as a way of just not being PK'd. Then again, as a non-PKer, I fully support not being PK'd when I'm just trying to do something that requires me to be in that area. If you want to discuss this update, please go on the forums or in my comments below. If you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape news post, please click here for network maintenance on the 10th of September. And if you want to watch the latest Old School RuneScape devlog, please click here for sailing and overview. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.